Thank you, President Yee, and thank you to your fellow colleagues for moving up my report. Two things tonight. One, first is a celebration of Oakland Unified School District. We are the most improved large urban in the state of California. This is another incredible achievement, 6 years in a row. So first, just overall appreciation for remarkable work. So as a district, as a community, we have continued to serve children increasingly well. And the leadership inside of schools and around community to serve kids has only gotten better. We doubled the average of state growth this year, so 26 points as an organization. So our district academic performance index is now at 719. We had been started in the 500s years ago, 600s, and now cracked the 700 mark and are moving up in the county. I'll tell you what, this is, it's only about being at grade level. It's only a narrow measure, but it demonstrates ongoing success. We have 3 schools that came out of what's called Program Improvement 5, which is among the lowest and hardest to get out of. Those schools, Bridges at Melrose, New Highland, and Horace Mann, that demonstrates commitment, hard work over time, right? That's an extraordinary achievement and accomplishment of staff and community to come together and figure out how to do things different. We also have 3 schools that are called Title I schools, so most of the kids have high needs, both economically, other things that they're dealing with. Their primary language is not English, so different ways of describing Title I schools. We have 3 of those schools that now are in the 900s on the API. So the API Academic Performance Index goes from 200 to 1,000. And so these schools are now among the highest performing schools in the state of California with kids who have intense needs. And those schools are Peralta, Lincoln, and Cleveland. Yeah. And to finish on this, Lincoln also just was designated a national blue ribbon school. So among just 400 schools in the country. So Oakland is doing amazing work. We are doing incredible things inside of schools, building remarkable partnerships, and we have a heck of a lot of work to do. We have been building a constituency that's about kids. We've been talking about ways we need to work together. The board passed a new framework for engaging community and creating full-service community schools. We have among the highest scoring white students in California. The academic performance index for our white children is at 915. The academic performance for our African American kids, when you put it all together, is at 645. So as a group, it's the lowest. We have to figure out how to meet the needs of our African American children, because as we talk about the needs of all of our children of color, all the students in Oakland, we are still not where we need to be, and the group that is most in distress are African American males. Currently, 80% of the children in the Juvenile Justice Center in Alameda County come from Oakland, and 80% of those children are African American, almost exclusively male. We as an organization are pushing children out of our schools and into the justice system. We have to interrupt that. And this board saw fit in June to approve a plan and a direction that framed a position that would be an executive director level role inside of our organization to take primary responsibility for coordinating efforts to interrupt the institutional oppression and racism that is in effect in the city of Oakland. This board said we would have a position that would help us lead to interrupt those patterns, that we would eliminate 4th grade disparity in literacy, that we would reduce suspensions, that we would engage and double the graduation rate in 4 years for African American children, that we would, in 4 years' time, cut in half the incarceration rate for African American males in the city of Oakland. This is radical stuff. We have been blessed that other organizations, foundations, and other folks wanted to see this happen. We've been doing fundraising. We hit the $500,000 mark. That money is at the East Bay Community Foundation. We have a partner organization, Urban Strategies Council, that said, we will hire a full-time person and put them and give them on loan to Oakland Unified School District to direct this work, because enough is enough. The time is now. We are the people that are going to change these outcomes. We can do this as a city, and Oakland Unified School District is going to be the place where we have somebody who's taken responsibility to name it, to work on it, and to change outcomes. Incredible examples of some good work, but it's just a few bright lights here and there in our city. We've also got some national examples, people who want to come here and help us, but we need somebody who's out in front of this. So it is my extraordinary pleasure tonight to introduce to you somebody who will start on Friday as the Executive Director for African American Male Achievement, Mr. Chris Chatmon. So I'm going to have Mr. Chatmon just say a few words. We are going to start this by, there are things we're going to do right now. Every single kindergartner, African-American male kindergartner, we're going to partner up. We're going to get a mentor. If we're going to eliminate fourth grade disparity in literacy, that has to start now. If we're serious about doubling the high school graduation rate, every ninth grader right now, we need to evaluate their schedule. We need to look at, are they on track? What's the credit recovery? So real work. There have also been extraordinary leaders in the city who have convened and done work over time. We're reconvening task forces. Chris will be now calling and convening these tables. We'll be holding these meetings and getting men, women, families, community involved in the care and feeding of our children, in this case, African-American males. And we'll partner with other organizations like the Unity Council to work on issues of supporting Latino males. But Chris has been in the community. He's got 3 sons, and I don't want to steal your thunder, man, but just to say some words about what it means to be here and to be present.